Hi guys, this is Heidi back again for the second half of my VIP parade. Last time I wasn't able to finish it, so I'm hoping to finish all of my VIPs, put it out there for community to see what I like, what I stitch, and we'll go from there. We'll see how I feel later on. I wanted to thank all the people that commented and liked it, and people followed my first video. Thank you for giving me a chance. I know there's a lot of people, very talented stitchers out there, and giving me a chance to be part of it is, I'm honored. I'm beyond honored. So today's the July 4th 2022, and they are celebrating 4th of July in United States. It's a holiday. Happy 4th of July for all the Americans. And for that reason, I wanted to show my biggest piece I have for 4th of July stitch. She's a big one, and I'm gonna start from there and we'll go from there. Oh, if I didn't mention it, this is a cross stitch channel where I share my cross stitch hobby with the community, and hopefully people will like it. This is a big one. So this is Queen of Freedom from Mirabilia, one of the biggest. I don't think I can put it on a frame, all of it. Queen of Freedom, Mirabilia, stitched on fabric flare with the people fabric. It's a printed fabric, 28 count Lugana, and Mirabilia. This one is out of print chart, but I had it for when they were selling everywhere, 1 to 3 stitch for 12 bucks. I didn't know at that time that a lot of Mirabilias were going out of print fast, so I was not very nice to my charts at the beginning until I realized, oh my god, I cannot go and get the second one. So Queen of Freedom and Lady of Liberty, actually it's very tattered. I only have the working copy right now for that. I realized later on that I need to photocopy and use them. So, but I managed to stitch her, and she's all year round, hanging on our library wall. She has the framing was done by Michaels. They did a pretty good job. Our Michaels framer is pretty good. Let me see. So I'm just gonna pick up one at a time and just show rest of my VIPs. This is a Glendon Place, and it's called All Hallows Eve. This is, I start stitching before I switched to linen, and I'm not sure. I only need to do this part around here. Rest of it is stitched, but I'm kind of thinking, should I start again or just finish it? I'll show you. It's only one color left. Upside down. So this is it. It's all done. I'll start from the bottom. I hope it's showing. Basically 14 count oatmeal Aida. So I don't know, should I just finish this, thrift it, then stitch again, because I don't know, maybe make a hanger. I'm not gonna frame this, it's too big. I don't even think I have a wall space for it, but yeah, this is the only thing left and almost done. And it's been sitting in my pile for a few years now. Second one, I missed it from my Mirabilia stash, is the VIPs, is this one, Christmas in London. And this is, I stitched in opalescent. That first time. My eyes are having a hard time with the opalescent, so maybe I should have done a plain, but I didn't want to do hand dyed fabric, So I thought like opalescent would be a good idea. She is pretty. The skin, I did it 1/1 or 2/1 half stitch, and I'm again I'm struggling, so I'm thinking what I want to do is just pull out. Let me just show you guys. There's just this area done. I can just pull it out and do 2/2, and yeah, and so I can continue. Otherwise I'm just waiting. I'm trying to decide what to do. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up once the weather gets a little bit cold. It's hot here, although today is not that super hot, but usually it is. I'll just put it here. Another one. Oops. I'm dropping stuff. Let me see. I'll show you Angel of Morning. It is designed by Lavender and Lace, and the designer is Merlin Levitt in Bloom. This is, I believe, she designed it for 9/11 Angel. I might be wrong, but I think I'm pretty confident that's why she designed it this for. I started it, and for the 9/11, and I stitch usually Memorial Day, 9/11, those kind of things. So she's not getting a lot of stitches, but she is pretty, and it's dark linen, and it's not Zweigart base. It's not that hard, but let me see what is the it's a blue spruce Belfast linen. It's just darkness is giving me a little bit hard time. Basically, she's wearing blue, and the fabric is blue, so it's tone on tone, and I'm a little bit not struggling, but I can put few stitches. Then I guess I need a little bit more color. I realized it. I like color a lot, so that's what it is. So this one is my only full coverage piece that I'm doing right now. I haven't picked up 2021. I did not put even one stitch on it, but I'm gonna pick it up and put it. It's a Summer Ball by Sandy Littlejohns and Deborah Lester. It is available. It used to be on the British magazine Cross Stitcher, or it's one of them. They were but if you go Sandy Littlejohns Facebook page, they are selling the PDF. The designer is selling a PDF for €5. Basically, yeah, they'll give you the you pay through their account, and the designer will email you the pattern. I started from here and did these 3 guys. This reminds me Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen, big fan of her work. So Pride and Prejudice, and I thought this is the characters, her characters. That's why when I saw it, not a big full coverage stitcher, but I'm like, okay, I need to stitch them. This is exactly Jane Austen. So I started it. It's this much, 14 count. I know. Oh, actually, I done it one more lady. I didn't even realize. I thought I did 3 characters. I did 4 of them. So this is all done. I do back stitching and everything, then I move on. So I don't want to go back for back stitching. And it says a lot of, let me see if I can. It says a lot of back stitching. If I wait last minute and I go, I'm gonna get frustrated. So I do everything, all the stitchings and stuff, then I move on. So the hair and stuff, there's a whole bunch of back stitching. This whole dress has a whole bunch of pinks changing and back stitching. The faces are all coming alive with the back stitching, so if you don't do it, you see a blob. For me to this area, so I try to do all of them. Most people, they start the other side and go this way. they start from here and work this way. I start from here and do there. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up, and my thing is, at least, let me see, there's a lot of people. I'm hoping at least do a 2 or 3 person per year. It's a multi-year project, 14 count, and this is gonna be a big one. Yeah, another big one. Yeah, 14 count, but it's easy guide. It makes it easier to stitch. I don't lose my space, because, and afterwards I didn't iron this one because of the lines. I want to wash it before I can iron it. That's why easy guide is easier for Haid, even though it's not, this is not as confetti as Haid, but still for my full coverage. Eliana, Princess Eliana, I got into it with everybody else. Everyone was stitching, and whoever had Mirabilias stitcher on Instagram, I basically followed them, and I was looking and getting excited with people, what fabrics they were choosing and stuff. And at the end, I felt like I already stitched it. So let me show you how set start I have. I think this is this way. This is Fabrics by Stephanie, 32 count, but I don't have it. When I start doing it, I'll pull it out, the information. Right now I just pull out the fabric and the chart. 32 count Belfast linen, and basically I did this part and I stopped. I felt like I already stitched it. I was stitching with every stitcher that was showing, and I'm like, okay, I done it. So I need a little bit break. That's why I do older Mirabilias, because nobody else is stitching right now. So I feel like, oh, okay, it's new for me. But the ones that are being stitched a lot, I have to wait a little bit, then stitch it again myself. My only Teresa Winsler Camelot sampler. Let me see. The picture is twisted like that. All right, so this one, this is I do one Teresa Winsler. Once I finish one, I start another one. I don't start more than one Teresa Winsler, because let me just show you, the chart is not there, so I'm not, this is all floss blends, back stitches. So back stitches, like at the same border, half of it is one color, somewhat is different color, then you blend the back stitches. Also they have a whole bunch of instructions for back stitching, plus this is like it has a lot of colors. So I started from this one, so this is all 1/1. This part is all 1/1. The faces are 1/1, and this part, everything is 1/1. So let me show you how I'm tackling this one. This is one of the prettiest one. I think I'm gonna frame it, but it's taking me a little bit longer than I would like. I have finished almost all of the frame. Hold on, let me just put it this way, so I'll go closer to 1/1. So this part you have to do all the outside, because inside is all 1/1. 25 count Lugana easy guide, and there are back stitches also on 1/1. So this is a little bit more complicated. So I did this part also 1/1 on 25 count. So Arthur is here, Gwyneth is on the side. I'm gonna do one of them this year, and there's also there's a mandala over here. It's no, it's regular, but there's a band over here 1/1. So it is very pretty, but takes a really long time. Again, I couldn't iron it because I wanna finish it and use the guide. It's not a big one, it's just very detailed. You have to be in special kind of mood to sit down and stitch Teresa Winsler, because you cannot just fake it. You have to do everything as it says, otherwise it's not, you're gonna lose yourself. The only way it is, you have to count every stitch, look every stitch. And what Teresa Missler does is she puts a pattern is inside. You open it, it's a big map kind of thing. One side is 2/2, then you turn around, the other side is all 1/1 details. It's doable, but you have to be advanced. I guess then not even advanced, you have to put a lot of hours. This one is Plum Stitch Soundrelist Higher Trio. My only small right now I have all the trio, not all, few, most of them, but I've been stitching this for a while and I don't know why I'm not finishing. The faces are 1/1 too. And let's see. This tiny thing is taking me a year. And I'm almost done. If you look at it, I'm almost done. Oops, here. Is that focusing? Yeah. I'm almost done. There's like only a little bit of the flower at the bottom over here, and that's it. Maybe I'll just pick up and finish it. I say that for everything. Yeah. I also have a big obsession with the Hakran Hollow. The whole collection. I don't have all of them. The seasons I don't have it. 2 of the seasons. But other than that, I have all of them. So, Shores of Hakran Hollow. This one I done it. Fabrics by Stephanie. 18 count. Aida. I realize it. I'm saying Aida, and a lot of people are saying Aida. So. Over here I did it and I realized it. I left myself very little space for framing, but I'm not gonna restitch all of it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. This one is, you can count for 2 blocks, but it's one middle block is usually like double. All done. So I started really 2019 and I was doing 1 block a month and stuff, then I just stopped. But I'm gonna finish this one. This one is another Hakran Hollow, Mops of Hakran Hollow. This one is not my work. Basically, I was in a craze getting all the Hakran Hollow from online, and one seller was selling a lot of her mom's stitchings and stuff. I purchased it, and this one is the other stitchers that the lady's mom's stitching. She started it on 18 count. None of it is my stitchings. So far it's all the other stitcher. This is I adopted it. I'm gonna finish it because to honor that stitcher. The daughter explained that her mom passed away and she was not a stitcher and she wanted her work to go to the stitcher. So for that reason I'm gonna do it. I'll frame it. It's beautiful. The problem is she does her X's differently than I do. I start from bottom up, then like this. She did it like that. So her top X comes on the other way than mine. So either I have to remember constantly to the opposite, or I'll do it my way and it will be half and half. It kind of, that will be memory of her, and I will always remember that another person stitched on it. This is another small one, hands-on design, and it's Java. I love coffee. It comes with one of the top ones, the felt. So it's suggested to stitch on a 32 count coffee linen. I did not have it with me, but I did have coffee 16 count Ida. So over here what I did, I'm stitching the bottom, and then at the top I'm gonna stitch the top and then make a block. Over here I missed one line, so when I'm stitching it I have to remember that mine is gonna be one line shorter. It's not a big deal, it's not a mistake that I have to pull out everything, but I have to remind myself. But it is so easy and fast, and for some reason, yeah, and for some reason I'm taking my time, and I can put this year round. It's one of those that it can be displayed year round, nothing wrong with it. All right, this one is I got a kit from the Russia a long time ago. All Forest Embroidery. This is the all three, the panels. They also sold it 1, 2, 3 separately. So I got this Atlantis, that's the name of it, I believe. I used to read it really fluently, but right now I don't want to embarrass myself. So it comes with the linen, it comes all their floss. I put their floss. Our forest floss is so pretty. They have a very good variegations. I got some of their flosses to use other things because their floss is beautiful. And they sent 3 magnets with it. I am using the one. Basically, I did a middle start English. So this is Atlantis. It's really easy, and one motif at a time. You can just mid stitching, I stop. You can do one motif and you feel like finish. It's not a busy one. And I want to do this in 2 of the Blackbird Designs Beatles thing, Yellow Submarine and Octopus, forgot the names. And I want all 3 of them frame up together. I have a whole idea in my hallway. I have mermaids, framed mermaids, so I want to also do those 3 and frame them together. So this one I think I'm allowed to show because it's a free pattern. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. You can download. You don't have to take it from me because the designer is giving it for free. Ellen Murer Stroth. Just let me see if I can do this. Her website, and she'll give it to you for free. It's really pretty. I saw Flosstuber Jessie Mirabilias stuff. She did it, and she did on a white Belfast linen. I'm copying her. So if you want to see, this is beautifully stitched and framed. Jessie Mirabilias stuff did it and framed it, and it is gorgeous. It's 1 month, 32 count Belfast linen cream, nothing special, but you know what, I think the flowers speak for themselves. I did not even, let me see, you can see it? Okay. I have January, February, March, April, May, June. I should have done 2 more months. I was doing it, see, and I put the 1/1 back stitching the names of the flowers because there's no way I can remember all of them. So I just put it there. I can do it 1 month. If I didn't have this many VIPs, I would have been able to. Oh, my kits. I have a lot of kits, but for some reason I have only started 3 of them. It's a plain dimension kit. It used to be out of print, but they printed by Scenic Farm. I got it from Amazon. Last time I saw it was $18 on Amazon, so it's available. It's not out of print. Don't overpay it. This one it was on a kit. They had it 14 count, 14 count Aida. I switched it to 32 count white linen. It is so pretty, but it has a lot of back stitch. So I started from the middle, and the middle is between 2 pages. So the hardest part is this I think it's this area. Yeah, this was the hardest because it's between those two pages. So now I can go either this way or this way. So I done the hardest one. This is the easiest. I just need to put one more, a little bit more, and done. I have a little bit more to go this way. Scenic Farm. It's really pretty, and I love it that I changed the fabric, because over here the fabric shows, and Aida's it's too big, so it will take away from the daintiness of the design. That's why if it's full coverage, I'll leave it. I'll leave the Aida dimension. But if it's not full coverage, I decided to switch to linens. This one, love this design. It has a funny story. I'm gonna say something that a lot of stitchers gonna cringe. It has 2 holes on my stitching, and what happened was I was stitching away very nicely going. I done 3 blocks. It's almost done. Let me show you. I done 1, 2, 3, or 4 blocks, and this one is a full coverage block basically. Let me show you all the blocks, then I'll show you what happened. These are all done, back stitching and everything. 32 count, even weave. So I was stitching on a hoop, and it's a big one. Let me just go back. Big one. So it was tightened on a hoop. And I had it tied on a hoop. I started from this one, so I had these blocks done, and I could jump around and do whatever. So I done this, then I went here and I did this too, and I came back, I put the hoop on, and I was stitching away. Then when I put a hoop, it gets really tight. My scissor somehow goes right through it and stands like this. Now I have a hole. I put a backing like this because I don't want to cover the hole, and I think it was a smaller hole, so I'm okay. I'm sad, a little bit depressed about it. Then I'm stitching, but I don't want to change it. I start stitching these 2 ladies, and again my scissors second time went through this area. I have a huge hole, so I'll show you what I did. I ironed it, that backing that you do it, iron it back of the fabric, so the things don't come off, the floss. Iron it, and then I cross stitched it like on top of it, even though I have the holes, but I pretended there is no holes, and I stitched it. If you look very closely, you can see it that it's uneven because I don't have that area. My scissor went through like that twice. Is that I'm not gonna start again. I don't know if this is some kind of sign. All is left is 1.5 block, and I hope I don't put any more holes on it. Okay, if I do it, I'm gonna just stop and scream, because what are the chances twice you poke your fabric twice? What are the chances of that? And I did it. If I don't know, it sounds funny, but I was crying when I saw the hole, and I had already 5 blocks done, and I see this standing there. Tears were coming, and my husband goes, "What's wrong? Is cross stitching makes you cry?" Like I didn't that cross stitching makes a person cry. I'm like, I couldn't understand why would I cry for a fabric, but I put so many hours on it that, you know, you get involved with your stitchings. Like, you talk to them and they talk to you back. They call you. Sometimes when I say, oh, my stitching is calling me, I have to do it, because they call me. This one is Shepherd's Bush and the Wool Gatherer. I have all 4 of them. I'm gonna stitch one at a time. very pretty one. I got this recently. I saw a Ukrainian stitcher was doing it. Oh my god, she done it and it looks so good. And she actually, her channel's in Russian, so I was able to understand. She actually explained that she was doing the back stitches instead of like going 2-3 lines. She was doing one over one or one block at a time. So this way her back stitchings look neater. I'm not explaining well, so she gave a good directions. So I'm doing that the same way that she advised, but it's taking me longer because I'm doing double for the back stitches to make it look nice. If it makes any sense, it might not. It makes sense in my head. So I did this. Let me see. Oh, the new trend, sideways. Got the ship. So what I'm talking about, them back stitches, let me see if I can show it. I'm not jumping 2 blocks at all. It's always 2 over 2. I don't do 2 over 4 or 4 over 4. You know, for the back stitches sometimes the chart shows it like big area, you have to jump. My back stitch looks very booky like that and not clean, so I'm trying to make it smaller so it looks more detailed. I got the pack for this one. So this one comes with the pack. It's still available. Not the kit, but the pack and the chart. You can get it from the online store. Silver needle for $32. The reason I know... oh no. Oh God. Please don't. Alright. It's only second. I hope so. Alright. Silver needle. I want to show the thing, but a little bit of it. But it's not the whole chart. We'll gather it. They sent me the white one, which I like. One of my Santas has a black wool. So I'm gonna switch this wool with the black wool because the beard, I don't want a black, but on his shoulder he can have a black wool. I'm okay with that. I'm hoping not to show any more charts. So this one is Twin Peak Primitives, Winter Blessing. I did this on a 28 count Jobelin, plain Jobelin. I had it in my stock. And I do Whisper for the bunny. Again, I did it because I wanted to take with me traveling, and I tried to fill it up to the borders so I can fill it in the dress because it has a lot of filling in. I'm gonna pick up. It's no rush, but it's really pretty one. I seen Flosstube stitched it and finished it. Look beautiful. If I find her handle, I think she's from Europe, the stitcher. So when I find her handle, I'll reference it somewhere so you guys can find it because she did a really good job. Glendon Place, Sleepy Hollow. All the Flosstubers I follow, or most of them, they stitched it or are stitching it. I don't know if there is a sale going on. If it is, I don't know. I wanted to start it too. I just started recently during our vacation. I did the whole called for color, called for everything, and I started from the middle. So this should be more prepared. Sleeping Hollow. This is one page, so I do page by page. So this is one page. I done the page with the back stitching again and everything. This way I don't have to go back and do the back stitchings. I decided this kind of projects I should keep it a little bit longer. Someone told me I should keep it longer so people can see it. Another one is Owl Forest Embroidery. This is a sale. You can get it for free, the chart. I don't think you can get the floss anymore, or the needle minder. I purchased that from them, but right now the chart is on their website. You can get the free items, you just cannot do purchases, but they are more than willing to give you guys the free charts. And the rest of it, they have someone contacting Etsy shop that will say you guys the PDF of all fours, any of the charts that you like. They have it on Etsy shop. You guys can get the PDF. So since I started later, I had all the parts. So I did here, there. So I'm not following the thing that they send it, like the way they send it. They started from here, they sent this. This is one of the last ones. So I'm jumping around to whatever I feel like it. Although I made this area 1 square bigger than that, so I have to come back here and stitch down, come, and over here I have to go 1 square this way, if it makes sense, to accommodate. The top I finished it and it's right, so in the middle I have to little bit rearrange the, let me see if I can rearrange the motifs so it looks good. Talking about motifs, this is a Jasna Mystic motif. Let me see, yeah. Also, I want to show you the back of it. Started it 32 count, just regular natural linen. I don't think I did oh no, I did some beadings. Yeah, I did the beadings too. So as I go, I do the beadings and everything. I stopped here. I'm gonna pick up. I have, actually it's like, let me show it, not move around too much. This is about 50%, 50-50, yeah, 50% done. Really pretty. I have so many just nuns, and for some reason right now this is the only one I'm stitching. I'm not sure why. I love their stuff and it's easy, fast, like shepherd bush, drawn thread, shepherd bush, drawn thread, and just none. They have a lot of similarities, at least in my head, and I love their designs, but I don't have a lot of them for some reason. On a go, I have a lot of Mirabilias. God, I have a lot. So this is our first embroidery again. Let me see. And it's called Blue Hydrangea. It's a 32 count linen splash. I wrote down OD linen. I'm not sure who's the Fabrics by Stephanie might be, or I don't even know what I wrote down over here. It says OD linen 32 count splash. I don't know why I did that. Please don't ask, I don't know whose is this. But it's called Splash. I got the magnet from the Alfor's embroidery too. So it's their linen, their floss, no, not their linen, excuse me. It's their floss, their magnet, their chart, and my linen splash. So, I have a shepherd bush, prairie schooler, all the Santas and stuff. I thought it's gonna take longer, so I did not bring it up. Next time around I'll do the Santas, so I'm gonna just leave it as it is and just call it a day, put away my stuff. Again, I'm really thankful for all the positive comments and stuff you guys told me. It's encouraging. I do love to share it because I don't have people who are stitchers, so for me, sharing my hobby with the community who actually will not get bored hearing about cross stitching for an hour is an honor. So I don't know, I want to do it, but I'll see how it works. So far I'm encouraged to do it because of all the positivity I got through the community. I'm gonna try to do I have kitted mirrors. The Mirabilias I want to do it separate because I have all the collection, almost all. I have a lot of kitted mirrors, I have a lot of finished mirrors, Noras, and I have the, over here I have piles of just the charts. So it might take 2 or 3 videos of 1 hour, because I don't want to go over 1 hour. I think it will not download if I do it more than 1 hour. I'm thinking of doing dimension kits. I am a dimension buyer, not a stitcher a lot, but I buy a lot. So I have a lot of dimensions, but I have on the go 3 of them. I have 3 on the go, but I need to do more of them. I have then what? I have Lizzie, and I have general kits like Tron Thread kits that I purchased. I have Shepherd's Bush kits. So Mill Hill, a lot of Mill Hill. So I'll see how I go about it, because I stitch a lot of different kind of designers. I stitch a lot of different tastes. So I mishmash of everything. If you're interested to seeing different kind of stitchings, different kind of techniques, different kind of styles, like a band style, samplers, fancy ladies, you might enjoy my channel. So if you do, please subscribe and put a thumbs up. It gives me a good encouragement to do more, and makes me want to do more of it. I want to thank again for all the community and all the kind messages I got. I'm overwhelmed and I am humbled. Thank you very much for everyone, and I hope I'll see you guys another video. Bye.